This is the last documentation part for my NX100 Motoman remote control library. It's written with a Python. We needed it as a Python library so that we can develop the machine vision stuff, which I will now demonstrate in this video also. It's not part of the actual controlling library, but it's just end goal made for this robot. I bought this robot from an auction and didn't know anything about this, or nothing about industrial robot, nothing about coordinate systems and how they move and what they do. And this has been a long road and full of surprises. Anyway, that control library was I think a success. Might be a box, but now you can do all the basic things. Read what kind of jobs you have, start a job remotely, of course. Control the hold, do linear and joint moves, basically whatever you need. Let's go to the thing. So what happens next is that we're going to use the control library, and on top of that, that control library can be installed with a pip, Python pip install, and the NX100 remote control. And then there's another repository which will have this machine vision stuff, and it's using this control library, and that's set up for this specific environment. And the goal is now to demonstrate that even with this NX100, which was not really meant to be able to do any kind of usable movements with the remote control feature, is actually capable of doing anything. This demo is slow and everything can be made faster. It's just up to the code, whoever writes that machine vision code, like when to execute and what kind of move. So this may take a few tries, but let's put this object here, and it doesn't matter orientation wise, because the machine vision thing is meant to detect the orientation for the grasping. And then there's a static points in this room and how it will then drop it here. You can visualize what this camera can see, just a moment, like so. There's a slight problem with this, that it detects the robot's gripper itself as a point, but you can maybe do some adjustments here, it might help to keep it more stable. I try to find a good point, and then I take some retakes for the video till it does exactly what I want as a demo purpose. This is in development, so it's not perfect, but that's the whole point why this robot was bought, to have some fun with this machine vision related stuff. And the side product was this remote control library. Then when it's set up, it can actually be used with the existing NX100s in an industrial environment. If you want to easily control it remotely, whatever you are trying to do with it, might be able to develop something nice to it. Alright, it's time to run the program. First it will go to this kind of so-called home point. Now the camera goes on. Alright, it's grasping it, going up. These are static points. That grasping was fully dynamic based on the 3D camera which is connected. Drop it to the table, go a little bit up, the earlier point, then it will start over by going on the table. Let's imagine there's more stuff to pick up. Then it will start using the camera again, and that's the whole demo. So there's a 3D camera here, these are camera lenses, and that when it's using the camera, it will try to detect something which is trained in a model, like some pen, and its orientation is then going to the point and grasping it. There's a lot of calibration work between the height here, because it can measure map the distance between the points here, and then it will try to make the grasping, and move it to where I have already decided where to move. One nice thing about this thing is that the lighting environment can be pretty dim and still works pretty good. And this is actually a very cheap camera, like €8 camera, and it's very good for this kind of demo. So I can only imagine how good some cameras with a laser can be, or something that can somehow better verify the distance to the table or the object itself. Yeah, that kind of setup, and finally have reached the point that can utilize this robot with a 3D camera and be able to grasp all objects with a dynamic way. I can just draw more stuff here. Let's see what it wants to grasp this time. There goes my stuff. Actually hit other stuff too. Nice. Now have to be careful. Looks like this model has a lot of pens. So let's put some pens there. This is reaching something and looks to be the red pen. And it's gripping too high. Try again. Probably the same, but not going far enough. Maybe I just help a little bit and... Oh, actually there's... The orientation is again changing. Nice. Will it catch it? Yes! It's in a gripper.